Ever thought about how a single financial decision can bring entire nations to their knees? Picture this scenario. During the 2008 financial crisis, global markets lost over $2 trillion in value, and within months, millions of people lost their homes, jobs, and retirement savings. But here's something even more shocking. Many of the warning signs were ignored. What if I told you that the world of finance is full of hidden stories of greed, corruption, and deceit that most of us never get to see? Stories that go beyond Wall Street, reaching into every corner of the global economy. Today, we're diving into some of the most jaw-dropping finance documentaries that lift the curtain on the secretive world of money and power. Welcome to Satoshi Finance, where we break down complex finance topics to educate and empower you on your journey to financial freedom. In this video, we'll explore the first 5 documentaries on our list, starting with Inside Job, the Academy Award-winning film that reveals the truth behind the 2008 financial crisis. We'll uncover the shocking details of the Enron scandal. In Enron, the smartest guys in the room, dive into the murky world of unregulated markets in the China hustle, and examine the impact of capitalism and capitalism, a love story. Finally, we'll dramatize the high-stakes decisions during the crisis with Money for Nothing, Inside the Federal Reserve. These documentaries go beyond mere numbers. They delve into the real-world consequences of decisions made in boardrooms and trading floors across the globe. So, if you want to understand the forces that shape our economy and how they affect your life, stay tuned. These films will change the way you look at money forever. Inside Job, with an impressive IMDb rating of 8.2, is an Academy Award-winning documentary that provides a thorough and eye-opening analysis of the 2008 global financial crisis. Directed by Charles Ferguson, the film takes viewers on a journey through the key events that led to the collapse of major financial institutions, the bursting of the housing bubble, and the subsequent worldwide recession. Through interviews with economists, politicians, and financial insiders, exposes the reckless behavior of Wall Street executives, the failure of regulatory bodies, and the systemic corruption that allowed risky financial practices to flourish unchecked. What sets Inside Job apart is its ability to break down complex financial topics, such as derivatives, credit default swaps, and subprime mortgages, into digestible explanations for the average viewer. The film also emphasizes the deep connections between financial institutions and government officials, illustrating how conflicts of interest contributed to the crisis. By highlighting the lack of accountability and ongoing influence of the very individuals responsible for the disaster, Inside Job serves as both an indictment of the financial system and a call for reform. The documentary's well-researched narrative, combined with its powerful interviews, paints a chilling picture of how greed and deregulation led to the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression. Enron, the smartest guys in the room, is a gripping documentary that delves into one of the most infamous corporate scandals in history, the collapse of Enron. With an IMDb rating of 7.6, this film takes viewers on a deep dive into the meteoric rise and shocking fall of the energy giant Enron Corporation. The company, once hailed as a symbol of innovation and success, became synonymous with corporate greed and deceit after it was revealed that Enron had been engaging in widespread accounting fraud. The documentary, based on the best-selling book of the same name, exposes how top executives, including Kenneth Lay, Jeffrey Skilling, and Andrew Fastow, manipulated financial records, hid debt, and misled investors, causing thousands to lose their jobs and life savings. Narrated by Peter Coyote, the documentary uses interviews, insider accounts, and archival footage to piece together the complex web of corruption that allowed Enron's empire to grow unchecked. It highlights how complicit parties, including financial institutions and government regulators, turned a blind eye to the company's unethical practices. Enron, the smartest guys in the room, doesn't just explore the downfall of a company, it provides a sobering look at the broader consequences of corporate malfeasance and the fragile nature of trust in the financial world. The film's exploration of how power and greed can distort reality makes it a must-watch for anyone interested in understanding the dark side of corporate America. If you've made it this far, consider taking a moment to subscribe to our channel. Subscribing is absolutely free, and you can always change your mind. We have a wealth of financial insights and exciting discussions lined up for you. Your support not only helps us reach a broader audience, but also motivates us to continue creating high-quality content that educates and empowers viewers like you. So, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned, and join us on this journey towards financial empowerment. Thank you for being a part of our community. The China Hustle, with an IMDb rating of 7.1, is a powerful documentary that uncovers one of the lesser-known but highly impactful financial scams of recent years. Directed by Jed Rothstein, the film investigates fraudulent practices by numerous Chinese companies that were able to list on U.S. stock exchanges through reverse mergers. These companies, many of which were little more than shells, attracted billions of dollars from unsuspecting American investors. The documentary details how these businesses falsely inflated their financial reports, leading to significant profits for insiders, while average investors were left holding the bag when the scams unraveled. At the heart of the China hustle is the issue of regulatory failure, as it exposes how the U.S. financial system allowed these fraudulent companies to operate unchecked. Despite red flags, a lack of proper oversight and accountability from agencies like the SEC enabled these scams to flourish. Through interviews with whistleblowers, short sellers, and financial experts, the film reveals the risks posed by this unchecked influx of questionable Chinese firms. More than just a financial thriller, the China hustle raises broader questions about global finance, transparency, and the vulnerabilities of the U.S. financial markets. It serves as a sobering reminder that, in the world of high finance, the next crisis might already be brewing just below the surface. Capitalism, a love story directed by Michael Moore, is a provocative and critical examination of the capitalist system, particularly focusing on its failures in the aftermath of the 2008 financial meltdown. With an IMDb rating of 7.4, the documentary explores the human cost of corporate greed and wealth inequality, exposing how the capitalist system disproportionately benefits the rich while leaving the working class to suffer. Moore weaves together personal stories, historical context, and interviews to show how economic policies and corporate practices have led to widespread foreclosures, job losses, and economic instability for millions of Americans. What makes Capitalism, a love story, particularly impactful is its ability to connect complex economic issues to the lived experiences of everyday people. Moore questions whether capitalism is inherently fair, using the 2008 financial crisis as a stark example of how unchecked corporate power and deregulation can wreak havoc on ordinary citizens. He critiques the bailout of large financial institutions, juxtaposing it with the struggles of families who lost their homes and savings. Through his signature style of satire and activism, Moore urges viewers to rethink the moral implications of a system that prioritizes profits over people, calling for reform and greater economic justice. The documentary serves as both a critique of the status quo and a rallying cry for change, making it a thought-provoking addition to discussions about capitalism and inequality. Money for Nothing, Inside the Federal Reserve, with an IMDb rating of 7.3, offers a fascinating exploration of one of the most influential yet misunderstood institutions in the world, the Federal Reserve. Directed by Jim Bruce, the documentary delves into the Fed's role in shaping the U.S. economy, examining its history, purpose, and the impact its decisions have on financial stability. Through interviews with prominent economists, financial experts, and former Fed officials, the film highlights how the institution's policies, including interest rate adjustments and quantitative easing, influence everything from inflation to employment levels. By providing a clear and accessible explanation of how the Federal Reserve operates, the documentary helps demystify an organization that plays a crucial role in global financial markets. The documentary also takes a critical look at the Fed's handling of major financial crises, particularly the 2008 economic meltdown. It scrutinizes the actions taken by the Federal Reserve during the crisis and the long-term effects of its unprecedented measures to stabilize the economy. Money for Nothing raises important questions about whether the Fed's policies, designed to promote growth and prevent collapse, may also contribute to financial bubbles and market instability. By focusing on the central bank's power and responsibility, the film encourages viewers to reflect on the delicate balance between intervention and the potential for unintended consequences, offering a deeper understanding of the institution at the heart of the U.S. economy. In conclusion, the world of finance is far more complex than just numbers and markets. It's about power, greed, and the profound consequences of decisions made behind the scenes. From the collapse of Enron to the global financial crisis, and from unchecked fraud by Chinese companies to the structural flaws of capitalism, these documentaries shine a light on the darker side of the financial system. Films like Enron, The Smartest Guys in the Room, and Inside Job expose how greed and corruption can dismantle even the most powerful institutions. While Capitalism, a love story, critiques the foundations of our economic system, The China Hustle reveals ongoing risks in global markets and money for nothing. Inside the Federal Reserve explores the far-reaching influence of the Fed in shaping our financial world. These documentaries not only recount past events, but challenge us to critically assess the flaws of the financial system and their impacts on everyday people. As you dive into these films, you'll gain deeper insight into the hidden forces driving the global economy and the crucial importance of transparency and accountability in safeguarding financial stability. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more insightful content and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.